The FIFA World Cup kicks off in about a month in North America with 8 matches here in Atlanta. And officials say they are focused not just on soccer, but on a major threat around these mega events: human trafficking. Anti-money laundering experts are working with banks, law enforcement, and tech companies in every host city to track suspicious money moves, sometimes linked to human trafficking. In Atlanta, investigators with Homeland Security have spent 2 years preparing.
We come together collectively so that we have the resources in place when we encounter victims, because we are expecting with this type of large scale event that we will encounter victims of sex and labor trafficking.
Authorities say the World Cup's cross-border setup makes these cases even more complex.